End of the 18th. 92 for 2.
I can do it. ইন্টারনেট সাথে থাকলে কোনো বাধাই আর বাধা না। দামি ফোনে এখন 7 দিনের মেয়াদে 3 GB ইন্টারনেট মাত্র 104 টাকায়। এই ঈদে বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়ে কিউআর কোড স্ক্যান করে পেমেন্ট করলেই 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। 10,000-টির বেশি দোকানে পেমেন্ট বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়েই করুন।
From the Bahani end, 92 for 2. Ireland started off in a real blaze, just tempered a little bit. Current run rate 5-0, that's okay. Sterling 53, Porterfield joining him on 12 now.
Whoa, lovely ball.
And you opined at the start that this is a good pitch and plenty of green tinge on it, but should be a good pitch for batting.
Yeah, I commented earlier, I've never seen this ground in best shape at any stage of my career. Good piece of fielding. Sadiq. And a nice change of pace there.
More flight on that particular delivery. Just tempting the batsman. Flatter delivery that time. Forward defensive stroke. Hands 1 to Ireland's total.
It's something we spoke about in the West Indies game, their inability to attack spin, but they've got a lovely balance to their team, Bangladesh, and obviously the spin department will be something that they'll excel at in home conditions. As we get to the end of the 19th, Ireland 94 for 2.
Against Bangladesh was rained off. He's an affable guy. A couple of years ago, himself and Gary Wilson decided they were going to cycle from Cork to Belfast via Derry to raise funds for cancer research. I did a bit of a spin with them, coming in from near Blessington, through Blessington into Dublin. But these boys hadn't been on a bike for years, so it was remarkable stuff. And they were asking me about how the conditions would be coming out of Cork, and I told them it's straight uphill, boys. And Roy Torrance was with them, and Roy was in the support van, and he says, I couldn't believe these two boys had never been in a bike struggling up those hills. He was so proud of it. In fact, he was more proud of their performance on the bike than he was actually watching them bat.
Well, I'm actually wondering, not so much them on a bike, but you in Lycra would be the...
Oh, I'm a mammal, all right. Yeah.
It's certainly a pastime that's become the new midlife crisis for men. So you've obviously
Well, there's more
joined the
people
club.
in America now, more middle-aged men in America cycle than they do play golf. Do you believe that?
Well, no, it's true. I certainly know golf is on the decline. Takes too long. And everyone on this little bit of a fitness kick, maybe. I don't know about you, John, but
I was out last night.
very impressed.
Porterfield, defensive shot to end the 20th over, Ireland 96 for 2.
বিকাশ অ্যাপের মোবাইল রিচার্জ অপশনে ইন্টারনেট, ভয়েস, বান্ডেল সব অফার চোখের সামনে গোছানো। বিকাশ অ্যাপ একদম সিম্পল। মুখে না বললেও আমরা জানি কিভাবে আপনি সামলে রাখেন আপনার জগৎটাকে। তাই 4,500-এরও বেশি পণ্য নিয়ে আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্স আছে আপনারই পাশে। আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্স মেক্স লাইফ বিউটিফুল। আই ক্যান ডু ইট। ইন্টারনেট সাথে থাকলে কোনো বাধাই আর বাধা না। গ্রামীণ ফোনে এখন 7 দিনের মেয়াদে 3 GB ইন্টারনেট মাত্র 104 টাকায়।
Of Porterfield there.
Just getting through the rovers quickly now.
Catch it!
Cries of catch it, and it's dropped. Well, it was a running chance. Sabir Rahman drops it, and Ireland at the end of 21, 101 for 2.
Let's stop, yeah. Thank you. 21 overs bowled here in Clontarf, Ireland. 101 for 2. Shakib Al Hassan, 32 years of age, bowling from the polar end. A wonderful time of late here in Ireland, and there is numbers. 1 wicket shy of 250. Economy rate's fantastic. A very warm welcome, Tino Best. And a very warm Breaks on ever so slightly here for Bangladesh. The reverse sweep, Tino, it's a shot regularly employed these days. Was it a shot you would have gone to in your heyday?
You're really taking a mickey at me. So O'Brien, I used to try to close my eyes and hit for the hills.
Wow, lovely, Shakib.
Try to hit the windows and every.
এখন থেকে ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি উজ্জ্বলতা দিবে না। কেন দিবে? কারণ শুধু উজ্জ্বলতা হয়ে গেছে পুরনো। এখন ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি দিবে এইচডি গ্লো। দেখো
ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলির এইচডি গ্লো, এটি ত্বককে করে ভেতর থেকে উজ্জ্বল, ডার্ক স্পটস কমায় আর দেয় এইচডি গ্লো।
তো এখন থেকে শুধু উজ্জ্বলতা না, এইচডি গ্লো।
ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি।
William Porterfield approaching nervous territory in his last 14 innings. Highest score just 21. 17 off 32 today. On the sweep this time, conventional sweep, finds 45, so try to reverse off Shakib, trying to normal sweep this over off Mossadegh, all to no avail. Looks a good pitch, Tino. Looks full of run.
Dealt with properly. Porterfield. Unless his highest score in the last 15 innings as well. He's on 22.
Runs two. He won't get there. It's hardly raised the bat material. The highest score of 22, but it is something. It's something of note, and His coach, Graham Ford, will be absolutely delighted. His teammates will be thrilled that the captain, William Porterfield, has found some form again. Support continues now. Paul Sterling's going wonderfully well.
Someone check.
Am I allowed to ask what book this was you're reading? Persisting rather with this around the wicket tactic, not really threatening the outside edge, not really threatening an LBW decision. Interesting tactic. Tino, would you prefer him bowling over the wicket?
I mean, it's all about trying to restrict the batting team. About the batsman making a mistake. And I believe that conventionally the off spinner should bowl with a slip, bowl over the wicket. And everyone has different ploys and different ways they go about their cricket in terms of trying to get certain people not only out but restrict them from scoring.
Well, a good chance to have a look at Mossadegh Hussain. No Mehedi Hassan today, of course. You would think Mehedi Hassan is Bangladesh #1 off spinner to accompany Shakib Al Hassan.
And those two that you just mentioned are going to be very critical in England for the World Cup. Well, after 20.
আমার বিশ্বাস বিশুদ্ধ পানি উৎপাদনে প্রাণ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার সর্বোচ্চ মান নিয়ন্ত্রণের ক্ষেত্রে কোনো কম্প্রোমাইজ করে না। প্রাণ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার, এক বোতল প্রাণ শক্তি।
এখন থেকে ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি উজ্জ্বলতা দিবে না। কেন দিবে? কারণ শুধু উজ্জ্বলতা হয়ে গেছে পুরনো। এখন ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি দিবে এইচডি গ্লো। দেখো
ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলির এইচডি গ্লো, এটি ত্বককে করে ভেতর থেকে উজ্জ্বল, ডার্ক স্পটস কমায় আর দেয় এইচডি
Australia's captain. Does it? A lovely example there, waiting for the ball under your eyes from William Porterfield. And more importantly, is he finding the gap?
Yeah, he's done beautifully there. Not too much footwork, but his balance was exactly right as he made contact.
Porterfield might be disappointed not to get more profit from that. Wide, outside off stump. Bangladesh's most experienced and leading wicket taker in ODI cricket.
An early call for two. And he's coming back. Sterling makes it. It's 2 more runs onto the score for William Porterfield. 2 prized runs, no doubt. The mark of a very good player. Wanting to prove himself out there, William Porterfield. Doing a good job right now with his good friend and his usual opening partner, Paul Sterling. So, no better man.
Of course, unaccustomed, coming in at number 4.
While he doesn't bowl express pace Mortaza, he just changes up his pace a little bit, almost drew the full shot from Porterfield there. He's just bowling different lines, different speeds. He needs a wicket, so he's brought himself on.
Porterfield end of the 29th. Ireland 135. Slides it into the right-hander from a wide angle. Gets a lot of his wickets, LB and bowled. They're holding that one back to Sterling. So clever.
Yeah, just subtle variations, not huge differences between the balls, but so effective.
End of the 30th, Ireland 141 for 2.
কানায় কানায় পূর্ণ এই ভালোবাসার শক্তি ছড়িয়ে দিতে আমরা আছি দেশের সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত নেটওয়ার্ক কভারেজ নিয়ে গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Slashed away on the offside by Porterfield there. Run. It'll be interesting at this point. Is he Ireland 2 wickets down? End of 30 overs. And what one might anticipate might be a good score from an Irish perspective here from this point.
Well, the average score here in the last 5 ODIs is around 280, so Ireland will want to reach at least that total.
Toes are now getting into a wee bit of rhythm. As you say, bowler of any express pace but vast experience. And of course, a leader of this very well balanced Bangladesh team. And Sterling slashes that away on the offside, nearly like a patience, but that's his area, and over backward point it goes for 4.
Well, his heart was in his mouth for a second there. You see he's looking after the ball, hoping it makes it over that point fielder, and it does, and it runs away to the boundary, and he can rest easy.
It's a technical area now. That swatting of balls outside off stump has become kind of a modern trend.
Solidly played by Sterling there. Just needs to keep his nerve here. He's up to 74, and he won't want to miss out on 100 again today. Batted well against West Indies in Malahide a few days ago, but got out when he probably should have pushed on.
That's absolutely true. You're wanting one of your top 4, of course, to be the foundation of an innings, and Porterfield, or certainly Sterling, I should say, is in that position right now.
Yeah, I think he will have had a stern word with himself after that shot over point, but he's back in the groove now. He's eased it into the leg side for a single, and he'll be delighted for his partner down the other end, William Porterfield, who's made it up to 45.
Well, this partnership now crucial for Ireland. They can kick on. Good shot that from Porterfield. Bringing us to the end of the 31st. 148 for 2 Ireland.
এখন থেকে ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি উজ্জ্বলতা দিবে না, কারণ শুধু উজ্জ্বলতা হয়ে গেছে পুরনো। এখন ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি দিবে এইচডি গ্লো। দেখো
ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলির এইচডি গ্লো, এটি ত্বককে করে ভেতর থেকে উজ্জ্বল, ডার্ক স্পটস কমায় আর দেয় এইচডি গ্লো।
তো এখন থেকে শুধু উজ্জ্বলতা না, এইচডি গ্লো।
ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি।
হারিয়ে যাও নারকেলের রাজ্যে রিয়েল কোকোনাটের সাথে কোকো ক্যান্ডি।
Ball check.
Watchful there from Porterfield. An innings of great importance here for him personally, but also from an Irish perspective.
Yeah, good platform for Ireland here, and it's that wickets column they'll be particularly happy about. Just the 2 wickets down with 19 overs to go, setting a platform for their bigger hitters coming in after these two.
It's an interesting point because it's the area where Bangladesh have really broken the back, particularly the West Indies, who didn't play the spin of Bangladesh very well. And they really strangled the West Indies through the period of the games they played. Ireland doing somewhat better today. Partnership now 90 from 126.
Yes, watching Bangladesh play West Indies the other day, you really saw they weren't comfortable against the spinners, but I did think watching that game that Ireland would probably do slightly better against those spinners than the West Indies have.
A rare loose delivery from Shakib, pushed down the leg side. Porterfield would be a little bit angry that he didn't get something on that. There to cut. End of the 32nd, Ireland 151 for 2.
এই ঈদে বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়ে কিউআর কোড স্ক্যান করে পেমেন্ট করলেই 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। 10,000টির বেশি দোকানে পেমেন্ট বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়েই করুন। মুখে না বললেও আমরা জানি কিভাবে আপনি সামনে রাখেন আপনার জগৎটাকে। তাই 4,500-এরও বেশি পণ্য নিয়ে আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্স আছে আপনারই পাশে। আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্স মেক্স লাইফ বিউটিফুল।
Of singles around for these two. The stage will be reached, of course, Izzy, where one probably have to kick on and search for more boundaries, because they'll need those to get to a competitive total against this very good Bangladesh team. That's a good run from Porterfield, very aware, mid-on on the edge of the circle, didn't really anticipate.
Yeah, very quickly off the mark there from Porterfield. He's wanted as soon as it came off the bat. He's made his ground, and I think he would have been safe even if it had hit. It'll be interesting to see now which of the two will go if indeed one does go soon. Probably more natural for a Sterling.
To the face of the bat, soft hands down to third man. Sterling having a little word with Kettleborough there. Of course, earlier a judge, Andrew Balverney, caught behind, much to his disappointment. Not one who normally flaps about these sorts of things. Felt hard done by a judge, caught behind. No run.
You mentioned that they're going to have to kick on soon, and I think that's probably why the skipper's brought himself on. He's sensing that maybe either Sterling or Porterfield will get after one of the bowlers, and he feels like he's the bowler that will take the wicket that they are searching for, Bangladesh.
On the leg side there from Porterfield. Somewhat agriculturally, I would have thought is.
Yeah, not as graceful as he might have wanted or as he usually would be, but effective nonetheless. I think if he'd hit it well, he might have actually hit it straight down that fielder's throat, so he's probably better off.
Eased into the leg side. It's the end of the 33rd. Ireland 156 for 2.
তোমাদের সাবান কি কি করে? রিমুভ করে অয়েল, ডার্ট আর পলিউশন, মানে শুধু মাইনাস। তো উজ্জ্বলতা এমনই হবে। পুরো উজ্জ্বলতা চাও তো শুধু মাইনাস না, অ্যাডও করো মাল্টিভিটামিন ফর্মুলার গ্লো। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি ফেয়ারনেস ফেস ওয়াশ, এটা রিমুভ করে ডার্ট, অয়েল, পলিউশন আর অ্যাড করে মাল্টিভিটামিন ফর্মুলার ইনস্টা গ্লো। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি ফেয়ারনেস ফেস ওয়াশ।
আই ক্যান ডু ইট। ইন্টারনেট সাথে থাকলে কোনো বাধাই আর বাধা না। গ্রামীণ ফোনে এখন 7 দিনের মেয়াদে 3 GB ইন্টারনেট মাত্র 104 টাকায়।
Shakib is eased down to long on. Not as miserly today.
Go check.
Going at 5s and over at this stage, Shakib, which is a rare situation for him. And I think that will bring a lot of pleasure to a lot of people. William Porterfield has been in a run drought, and for him to raise his bat for another 50 for his country, he'll be delighted with that. And no surprise, Paul Sterling, his long-held colleague. That was a pretty cursory shake of the hands.
Come boys.
So that's his first 50 in 15 matches for Ireland, and the Ireland camp will be very pleased.
Sip it. All right. Sorry. Sip it. Yes. No.
That's a sloppy piece of fielding there by Shakib off his own bowling. Only like to stop them off your own bowling.
Very rarely misses it off his own bowling, or indeed in the field in general.
Now, both of these players have 27 50-plus scores. They've been together a long time in this Irish team. More accustomed to opening the batting together, but of course Porterfield down at 4.
Ball check.
And that's the end of the 34th. Ireland 160 for 2.
ক্ষুধার যুদ্ধ থামাতে মজাদার সাথে নতুন প্যাকে অল টাইম ফ্যামিলিকে মাত্র 30 টাকা। বিকাশ অ্যাপের মোবাইল রিচার্জ অপশনে ইন্টারনেট, ভয়েস, বান্ডেল সব অফার চোখের সামনে গোছানো। বিকাশ অ্যাপ একদম সিম্পল। মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে বাংলা লিঙ্ক থেকে যে কোনো অপারেটরের কথা বলুন। দেশের সেরা রেট, 1 পয়সার কম প্রতি সেকেন্ডে, 7 দিন মেয়াদে। বাংলা লিঙ্ক।
Good fielding.
Pick it up again.
And Porterfield's 50. That's what he sweeps. But that's more of the shot that he profited from. Anything loose. It's coming through the offside. And again here. Through the offside to that vacant extra covered area. And again. And congratulations to William Porterfield. You can see there, first man on his feet, Graham Ford, the Ireland coach. Izzy, I've just looked down at this commentary list, and you're down in the second innings as Isabel Lewis. That's brought a lot of hilarity to the back of the room. Have you anything to tell me, or?
I don't think Sharon will be too happy about that, and neither will John.
Big J.A. could be listening in just quietly with a little grin on his face. Isabel Lewis, John, just for the record.
I'm sure that John is hard at work, so not listening in, but yeah, no worries there, John.
I'm pretty disappointed, this.
Now, that last ball, I'm interested to see that Paul Sterling did not try and smash that for six. It was quite short, but the ball didn't get up, so probably came out well for him in the end.
Doing a good job for his team here. Miserly. 4 overs bowled now. Only gone for 16. Little period. It's a good job for his team he's doing.
Yeah, an interesting little battle between these two here, and you just feel like something's going to give. Something's going to happen in these next few overs, or indeed balls.
By Sterling. Soft hands down to third man. Great get-out shot that. Wicket with a little bit of pace in it. Just run it down to third man with soft hands. Get to the other end. Of course, only 2 off this over so far. We'll be looking to increase the pace now. Certainly should be. Only a single there. Good piece of fielding from Tamim. 35 gone, 163 for 2.
চলো চলো বাসায় চলো, অসুখ হতে পারে।
টাইগার ফ্যানদের চাই টাইগারদের মতো সুরক্ষা। এই নাও লাইফবয় স্ট্রং।
এর সিলভার শিল ফর্মুলা সুরক্ষা দেয় ইনফেকশন সৃষ্টিকারী জীবাণুদের থেকে।
টাইগার ফ্যানদের দাও লাইফবয় স্ট্রং সুরক্ষা।
Porterfield on the reverse, absolutely smashes that right out of the screws of the bat, and in the blink of an eye, roll back the years as William Porterfield finds his form.
The execution on this is wonderful to see from the leader. Shardo runs first 50, highest score in the last 15 innings as well. He just executed that beautifully.
Placement good again. That reverse sweep, absolutely sensational. Got himself nice and low. Eyes were fixed on the ball, right out of the screws of the bat. Form is temporary, class is permanent. William Porterfield is showing that today.
What advice would you give any youngster playing the reverse sweep and being so good at it as well?
I think it's a shot that takes a lot of practice. It comes more naturally to some. You think of someone like Joss Butler, plays it superbly well. The man who hails from not too far away from here, Owen Morgan, a wonderful player of the reverse sweep. You must get low, get nice and low, get your bat nice and high. Keep your eyes level and fixed on the ball. That's the most important thing. It was a shot that got me out many a time, much to my father's annoyance. And this is short, smashed mid off, just for a single. But it's a tough shot, the reverse sweep, Tino. It's something you have to practice time and time again. I suppose like bowling a Yorker for a fast bowler, repetition.
You're correct. Well, after 36, Ireland 171 for 2.
93. Bernie was excellent, 20 at a run of ball. Porterfield 59 not out. Gives him too much width. Slapped. It'll only be a single. Interesting ploy today from the captain Tito. Mortaza bowling himself in the middle as opposed to up top.
I thought he was playing as a batsman today. Very strange that he didn't start as well, but obviously giving other guys opportunities because they're in the finals as well. And on that surface, I thought it would have been a good surface for him to bowl the new ball and just get himself in even better shape for the World Cup.
Second chance you've had to have a look at Abu Jayed. Nervous a couple of days ago on Malahide. Was quite expensive. Much better today.
And I think these type of surfaces in Ireland and in England as well will help him as well in terms of getting the ball to shape away. I don't think he might start, but still getting the opportunity to showcase his talent just in case one of the big boys don't do well. He can come in and he would have some games in this Tri-Nation series as well. And he can take that confidence into those World Cup games. Bangladesh will be looking to go deep into the World Cup tournament as well. If they can get off with some good starts and upset one or two of the big boys, which they are very capable of doing, I think they can go really deep. And if those two, Shakib and Tamim Iqbal and the captain, can really come off this tournament and do well, I think Bangladesh will be in with a very good shout.
Well, all through your career, you were never one to mince your words. And we had a discussion this morning. You've already written England off from the World Cup. You said no chance getting to the semi-finals.
Oh man, you're so cheeky. No, I didn't. Well, England don't particularly do well in tournaments. History shows that. They play outside of tournaments and in series. They are marvelous. And I know I'm probably going to get roasted on Twitter later. I'm not worried at all. I like the banter. England play well in series, and when they come to tournaments, they're under so much pressure, especially from the media. I think the media in England is going to play a critical part in England either being successful or going out or not being in that top four. And if they lose one or two games early, I think they're going to be under a lot of pressure. The English, and they're playing home as well.
In the air. It's going to land safely for William Porterfield. So at the moment, things going Ireland's way. 37 overs bowled, 174 for 2.
আমার বিশ্বাস বিশুদ্ধ পানি উৎপাদনে প্রাণ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার সর্বোচ্চ মান নিয়ন্ত্রণের ক্ষেত্রে কোনো কম্প্রোমাইজ করে না। প্রাণ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার, এক বোতল প্রাণ শক্তি। এই ঈদে বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়ে কিউআর কোড স্ক্যান করে পেমেন্ট করলেই 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। 10,000-টির বেশি দোকানে পেমেন্ট বিকাশ অ্যাপ দিয়েই করুন।
Current run rate will only get them to 35. They're going to need a lot more. Good pitch, small boundaries, fast outfield. A run of ball, 252. 8 over 278. Change of bowling from the polar end. Rubal Hussain is back into the attack. Ball well today. Ball at good pace and a little bit of shape.
His opening spell was decent, even though he was going out 5 runs in a row. I thought his energy was good. And that's what you want to see from your big seamer. My top 4 for the World Cup. Probably going to get roast on Twitter, but don't worry. I'm going to go West Indies, Bangladesh, Australia, and that is my top 4.
Well, I guess if you didn't say the West Indies, you might have had an uncomfortable afternoon in Malahide on Friday, and you may not have been allowed back into Barbados.
You're absolutely correct. But look, the West Indies and Bangladesh are my 2 dark horses, and India, man, India is just amazing, and I'm going to go with the Australians because they play well. They're defending champions as well.
Nicely struck by William Porterfield, who's finding his middle of his bat again with regular ease. They're going to need to go some here to get to that 300, which everything on the commentary box feels 300 is about par on this ground, on this pitch.
What is your 4?
Oh, thank you very much for asking. I've got England to win it. I fancy Australia to go a long way. I didn't say that 2 months ago, I must admit. India will be thereabouts. And I think Pakistan are going to cause a few surprises. So, good World Cup side, Pakistan. No Ireland, of course, which is sad for everyone in the Emerald Isle.
Or no Scotland as well.
Well, Scotland are very unlucky not to be at the World Cup. Harare, they probably will wipe that from the memory. A rather dubious LBW decision going against Richie Barrington of Ashley Nurse. And then the rain came down and they're behind on Duckworth Lewis.
Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. But I got 2 out of your 4, which isn't too bad. So I'm not too far off. I've got it with my 2 dark horses in the Windies and Bangladesh. And it's only 10 teams as well. I would have loved to see maybe 12 or 13 or maybe 14, 12 or 14 teams.
Well, good ball, a little bit of shape there by Rubel. And the West Indies, you mentioned they're one of your dark horses. What makes them a contender to win a World Cup?
Just the sheer talent. The talent, and once they get it right on their day, I don't think anyone in the world can beat them.
That's a good enough reason than any, I suppose.
And if they get it wrong as well, anyone can beat them in the world.
Very good, Rubel. Back in the side today. Good to see him back. Been around a fair while. He used to operate around the 90-mile-an-hour mark a couple of years ago. Looks to be bowling slightly within himself, maybe just coming back into a bit of form.
I think his action has gotten a little straighter. It's not as slingy as it used to be before. And after 38 overs, Ireland 178 for 2. And it's a drinks break as well.
Porterfield back in the runs. Paul Sterling playing superbly well. 86 not out. William Porterfield 63, and this is the partnership. Paul Sterling's been good all day. Offside, leg side, timing and power.
Porterfield, he's been good as well. Playing some early good shots, some sweeps. And off the back foot as well. Partnership looking good. Sterling getting the opportunity. Not taken by the Bangladeshis. 178 for 2. After 38. 6 runs and all will take them. At their current rate, it'll be they want to be wrong 6 and over 250. I think that's decent, but below par. So they want to be 8. I don't think Bangladesh are going to bowl that poorly, but you never know.
Well, these are the 2 wickets to fall today. James McCollum pushing outside the off stump. A little bit of shape, good pace, foot movement, not as it needed to be. Caught by Litson Das. And then Andrew Burnley adjudged to be caught behind down leg side. Richard Kettenberg saying yes. Flick of the glove. Andrew Balburney looked absolutely distraught. A man in wonderful form. Good game of cricket on our hands, Tino. A good pitch, fast outfield, small boundary. 280, you think minimum. I think 300's well within their grasp. 8 wickets in hand, of course.
And what these two are gonna do is really set that up as well. Having the bowling, wicket apiece for Rubel Jahid. Everyone, the spinners doing their job and being very economical. The captain is bringing himself home very late. Conceding 21 so far from his 5 overs. He's going to continue. And what the Irish are doing is trying to build a platform to really push hard at the back end of the innings. Really dependent heavily on these two. Going on. Oh, Sterling, he's batting well. What I like about his innings as well is that his head is very still. He's coming at the ball, and he has a perfect 9. When it comes to batting, the coach Emmanuel is all about the 9. I'm being sledged by Tamim Iqbal as well. The outside.
Well, the captain will continue from the Ishbahani end. It'll be interesting to see when Ireland go. When do Paul Sterling and William Porterfield say, right, enough's enough, we need 300. How are we going to get there?
I think after this over, they have to start pushing hard. And they're going to get up for 8-9 runs and over. What Bangladesh can continue to do is use their spinners to squeeze. That is the hallmark of their cricket. So many good spinners have been coming out of Bangladesh through the years. So this is cut for 1.
They got power to add here, Ireland. They have got firepower in this middle order. Kevin O'Brien will be next in there. Is fairly relaxed in the back. He's in good form. Back to back half centuries. Mark Adair settled in well as a power hitter down the order. So there's plenty of big hits. It's not a big ground here at Clontarf. Boundaries straight are fairly short. In the air again, but not carrying. Paul Sterling's been given a couple of lives today, but he's making Bangladesh pay.
You know, sometimes what batting sides tend to do is when they're in a position like this, they kind of bat themselves out the game as well. Like they don't know when to go. And if Bangladesh can really stifle them and continue to stifle them, I think they might restrict them maybe for under that 250 as well. If they get some wickets, if they can get 1 or 2 quick wickets, go bang, 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 2 or 3 really quickly. I think they might be in a good position, setting themselves up to not having a big target to chase.
Well, the captain himself, Mortaz, is a difficult bowler to get after. A very wily campaigner. Hasn't got the pace that he once has, but has a lot of guile, a lot of slower balls. Has the ability to read a batsman's mind, which is so important at the back end. So it'd be difficult to take Mortaza for 6, 7, 8 and over. So it's going to be maybe at the other end, going to have to try and take a risk against Shaki when he comes back into attack, or Rubel.
is going to be very important from a batting standpoint, is that the batsmen remain very still. At the point of impact, you will know a lot about that. I wouldn't know much about that. I just swing for the hills. But when you watch the top class players, they stay extremely still before coming at that ball. And I think it's all about holding your shape when you're looking to attack.
Well, a single will finish. Top class over at this stage of the innings by Murtaza. Just the 3 singles. 39 overs bowled, 181 for 2. Absolutely beautiful. Tamim's on the chase at third man. Waterfield wants 3. He's not going to get it, I don't think. Beautiful bit of timing from Paul Sterling.
Just using the pace of Rubel. Just getting on top of the bunks as well. It's been a hallmark of his batting. He's going on to 90. Even though those 2 chances went to begging, he's really batted beautifully. He started well this innings. This morning, playing some beautiful pulls and punches off the back foot and the front.
But loose here, Clontarf.
I called it, Neil. I said 1 over after the break on the resumption, and after that they have to go hard if they want a big total. Stand and deliver. Wasn't a bad delivery, but too much width.
Very clever from Paul Sterling. He had the length, he had the width. Mid-off inside the ring, so he knew. All I've got to do is get it over cover, get it over mid-off, and I'll get a boundary. Pressure back on the bowler. Sterling approaching a century. Sterling's the kind of player, Tino, having watched him for the best part of a decade, he can get 50 runs on his own in the last 10 overs. So if Sterling's there at the end, he'll be close to 150 not out. So the other batsman for the Irish side can think, right, let's presume Sterling will be there at the end. Let's bat with him. All of a sudden, 300 is within grasp. Waterfield back for 2. Good running. Excellent running by the Ireland captain. Excellent by the Ireland captain. A little drop of run to get his partner Paul Sterling back on strike. It's a good over here for Ireland. They've taken 10 from the first 5 balls. Rubel under pressure in his comeback game. Ireland approaching 200. Put the foot down now, Tino, haven't they?
Sterling on 95. Very familiar with that number when it comes to international cricket. Beautifully played again behind square. Should come back for 2 comfortably. Bringing it over to an end as well. Ireland 193 for 2.
Bangladesh could have an extra man outside the 30-yard circle. Paul Sterling approaching a century, Tino. Any advice how he might try and get there?
Don't take any advice from me. I had the opportunity to get one and I muffed it. I went for the windows again. Trying to hit Graham Onions out of Eggbaston to bring up 100. A ball by Mataza.
What were you thinking? 95, 5 singles will do, a test match century. Surely you have sleepless nights over that, my friend.
Otis Gibson only wanted 25 the morning. He just said to me, Tino, go there, bat with Ramden, hang in, make 25. 25 is good enough. I say okay, and then all of a sudden I made 95, so I'm good. I wasn't in the team to score hundreds. I was in the team to take wickets.
Pull leg side. Oh, Paul Sterling would have thought that was it. The ball to do it. Strokes it beautifully, but all the way down to fine leg. He would have thought his eyes would have lit up. 98 not out.
I think he's being clever. There's a lot of overs remaining, but he's batted beautifully. Bangladesh haven't taken the opportunity to dismiss him, and he's already cashed in. Well, I've been roast on Twitter so far. Not at all. I don't mind it at all. Your opinions, my opinions are my opinions. I love the banter though. I love when they come after me and roast me. No problem whatsoever.
Stay down a little bit. William Porterfield looking to pull it away. Can only find the fine leg boundaries. Looked like stayed a little bit low. You do love the banter. I see on Twitter you're always engaging with your followers.
Making a selfie moment with the Tigers. Oh, they love their fans. So passionate about their players. Bangladesh.
Sterling smashes it away. He's going to do it in singles by the look of it. Moves to 99, the nervous 90s. Ireland approaching 200. It's been a good day for Ireland so far. William Porterfield winning the toss. Absolutely no hesitation. We'll have a bat on this good surface. Dry day, not overly warm. Let's get first use of this wicket.
On the surface, it looks incredible. Good batting surface. The ball is coming on as well, even though that one kept a little bit low. Still looks an incredible surface.
Give himself a little bit of room, William Porterfield. Can't pierce the offside.
This is going to give Porterfield so much confidence, not only with his batting, with his captaincy as well. It's good to see your leaders performing. Final delivery in the 41st over. Mataza's bowled a decent over so far. Only 4 runs from it as well. If they can restrict, Bangladesh can restrict.
রমজান এলো বছর ঘুরে মুমিন মুসলমানের দারে দারে মাহে রমজান এলো বছর ঘুরে মুমিন মুসলমানের দারে বিসমিল্লাহির রহমানির রহিম ওয়া ইন তাউদ্দু নি'মাতাল্লাহি লা তুহসুহা ইন্নাল্লাহা লাগফুরুর রহিম ওয়াল্লাহু ইয়া'লামু মা তুসিররুনা ওয়া মা তু'লিনুন ওয়া ইন তাউদ্দু নি'মাতাল্লাহি লা তুহসুহা ইন্নাল্লাহা লাগফুরুর রহিম ওয়াল্লাহু ইয়া'লামু মা তুসিররুনা ওয়া মা তু'লিনুন ওয়া ইন তাউদ্দু নি'মাতাল্লাহি লা তুহসুহা ইন্নাল্লাহা লাগফুরুর রহিম ওয়াল্লাহু ইয়া'লামু মা তুসিররুনা ওয়া মা তু'লিনুন সাদাকাল্লাহুল আযীম।
সূরা হল আয়াত 18-19। তোমরা আল্লাহর অনুগ্রহ গণনা করিলে উহার সংখ্যা নির্ণয় করিতে পারিবে না। আল্লাহ তো অবশ্যই ক্ষমাপরায়ণ, পরম দয়ালু। তোমরা যাহা গোপন রাখো এবং যাহা প্রকাশ করো, আল্লাহ তাহা জানেন।
নহল শব্দের অর্থ হচ্ছে মধুমক্ষিকা বা মৌমাছি। এই মৌমাছির নামে এই সূরার নামকরণ করা হয়েছে এবং এই 18 নম্বর এবং 19 নম্বর আয়াতে বলা হয়েছে ওয়াইন তাউদ্দু নি'মাতাল্লাহ, যে তোমরা যদি হিসাব করতে চাও আল্লাহর নিয়ামত রাশির নিয়ামত সম্ভার সমূহের, তাহলে তোমরা তা হিসাব করে গণে শেষ করতে পারবে না। আল্লাহর নিয়ামত এত বেশি, অসংখ্য, অপরিসীম, তোমাদের পক্ষে এই নিয়ামতগুলো গুনে গুনে শেষ করা সম্ভব নয়। ইন্নাল্লাহা লাগাফুরুর রহিম, আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন গাফুরুর রহিম, তিনি ক্ষমা করেনেওয়ালা, ক্ষমাকারী এবং করুণাময়। তো আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিনের কাছে যদি কেউ তওবা করে কায়মন ওয়াক্যে, তবে তওবা হতে হবে বিনা শর্তে। তোমরা যা করো, লুকায়িত রাখো বা প্রকাশ করো, সব কিছুই তিনি জানেন, তিনি দেখেন, তিনি বুঝেন। তার কাছে কোনো কিছুই লুকায়িত থাকে না, আর প্রকাশ্যে করলে তো প্রকাশিত থেকেই যায়। অতএব তোমাদের যাবতীয় পাপ, যাবতীয় অন্যায়, যাবতীয় গুনাহ সব কিছু আল্লাহর কাছে মাফ চাইতে হবে, আল্লাহর কাছে ক্ষমা প্রার্থনা করতে হবে। সূরা ইব্রাহিমে 7 নম্বর আয়াতে বলা হয়েছে লাইন শাকারতুম লাযীদান্নাকুম ওয়া লাইন কাফারতুম ইন্না আযাবি লাশাদীদ। হযরত মূসা আলাইহিস সালাতু ওয়াস সালাম এর কওম যখন নাজাত পেল, তখন এই আয়াতখানা নাজিল হয়। ফেরাউনের অত্যাচার, নিপীড়ন, উৎপীড়ন থেকে যখন তারা বিপদমুক্ত হলো, তখন তারা একটু উল্টাপাল্টা করা শুরু করলো। এই সময় আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন এই লাইন শাকারতুম লাযিদান্নাকুম ওয়া লাইন কাফারতুম ইন্না আযাবি লাশাদীদ এই আয়াত খান নাযিল করেন, যে তোমরা যদি আমার নিয়ামতের শুকরিয়া আদায় করতে থাকো তাহলে আমি তা আরো বাড়িয়ে দিব, আর যদি তোমরা নিয়ামতকে অস্বীকার করো, শুকরিয়া আদায় বন্ধ করে দাও, তাইলে তোমরা জেনে রেখো আমার আযাব খুবই ভয়াবহ। ইন্না আযাবি লাশাদীদ, অত্যন্ত কঠিন। মানুষ এবং জিনকে আল্লাহ অন্য কোনো উদ্দেশ্যে সৃষ্টি করেন নাই, সৃষ্টি করেছেন শুধুমাত্র তার ইবাদতের জন্য। তার ইবাদত ছাড়া অন্য কোনো কারণে সৃষ্টি করা হয় নাই মানুষকে। অন্য একটি সূরায় মুলকে বলা হয়েছে লিয়াবলুয়াকুম আইয়ুকুম আহসানু আমালা, তোমাদের মধ্যে কার আমল সবচেয়ে ভালো তা পরীক্ষা করার জন্য, যাচাই করার জন্য তোমাদেরকে সৃষ্টি করা হয়েছে। অতএব আমাদের উচিত, আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন আমাদেরকে এই দুনিয়াতে পরীক্ষার জন্য পাঠিয়েছেন, এতে কোনো সন্দেহ নেই। আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন তার কালামে পাকে বারবার এগুলা উল্লেখ করেছেন। অতএব আমাদের উচিত, আমাদের কর্তব্য হচ্ছে নেক আমল করে আল্লাহর কাছে যাতে আমরা সঠিকভাবে ফিরে যেতে পারি তার চেষ্টা করা। আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন আমাদেরকে ঠিকভাবে চলার তৌফিক দান করুন, আমিন। ওয়া আখিরু দাওয়ানা আলহামদুলিল্লাহি রাব্বিল আলামিন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু। ইফতারের আগে দোয়া কবুলের সময় সকলে মিলে আল্লাহর দরবারে প্রার্থনা করি, দোয়া করি কায়মন ওয়াক্যে। আলহামদুলিল্লাহি রাব্বিল আলামিন ওয়াসসালাতু ওয়াসসালামু আলা সাইয়্যিদিল মুরসালিন ওয়া আলা আলিহি ওয়া আসহাবিহি আজমাইন। ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم احسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها واجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. পরওয়ারদিগার আলম, আমাদের যাবতীয় গুনাহ খাতা মাফ করে দাও মাবুদ। মাবুদ, তোমার রহমতের দ্বারা আমাদেরকে আল্লাহ সয়লাভ করে দাও মাবুদ। মাবুদ, পরওয়ারদিগার আলম, আমাদের এই জাতিকে রহমত দ্বারা জাতিকে, দেশকে এবং দেশের জনগণকে, সকলের উপর রহমত বর্ষিত করো মাবুদ। পরওয়ারদিগার আলম, আমরা রহমতের প্রত্যাশী মাবুদ, আমাদেরকে রহমত দ্বারা তুমি অভিষিক্ত করো পরওয়ারদিগার আলম। পরওয়ারদিগার আলম, ইয়া আল্লাহ, আমাদের মধ্যে যারা অসুস্থ আছেন তাদেরকে সুস্থ করে দাও। যারা বেকার আছেন আল্লাহ, তাদেরকে রুজি রোজগারের ব্যবস্থা করে দাও মাবুদ। যাদের যে সমস্যা আছে সব সমস্যা দূর করে দাও ইয়া আল্লাহ। দেশে শান্তি ও শৃঙ্খলা যাতে স্থায়ী হয়, স্থায়ী থাকে তার ব্যবস্থা করে দাও ইয়া আল্লাহ। আল্লাহুম্মা আনতাস সালাম ওয়া মিনকাস সালাম ওয়া ইলাইকা ইয়ারজিউস সালাম তাবারাকতা রাব্বানা ওয়া তাআলাইতা ইয়া যাল জালালি ওয়াল ইকরাম। পরওয়ারদিগার আলম, তুমি শান্তি তোমার কাছ থেকে আসে, আবার শান্তি তোমার দিকেই ফিরে যায়। অতএব পরওয়ারদিগার ইয়া আল্লাহ, আমাদেরকে শান্তির মধ্যে ইয়া আল্লাহ তুমি বসবাস করার তৌফিক দান করো মাবুদ। পরওয়ারদিগার আলম, ইয়া আল্লাহ, ইয়া আরহামুর রাহিমিন, ইয়া আকরামাল আকরামিন, আমাদেরকে আল্লাহ, আমাদের যারা সন্তানাদি আছে তাদেরকে সৎ পথে চলার তৌফিক দাও ইয়া আল্লাহ। আমাদের সকলকে নেক পথে চলার তৌফিক দান করো। রব্বানা তাকাব্বাল মিন্না ইন্নাকা আনতাস সামিউল আলিম ওয়া তুব আলাইনা ইয়া মাওলানা ইন্নাকা আনতাত তাওয়াবুর রহিম। সুবহান রাব্বিকা রাব্বিল ইজ্জাতি আম্মা ইয়াসিফুন ওয়া সালামুন আলাল মুরসালিন ওয়াল হামদুলিল্লাহি রাব্বিল আলামিন। বিহাক্কি লা ইলাহা ইল্লাল্লাহু মুহাম্মাদুর রাসূলুল্লাহ।
মাহে রমজান এলো বছর ঘুরে, মুমিন মুসলমানের দাঁড়ে দাঁড়ে
সবসময় স্ট্রং সুরক্ষা।
والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته إنك لا تخلف الميعاد হে আল্লাহ এই পরিপূর্ণ আহ্বান ও শাশ্বত নামাজের তুমি প্রভু হযরত মুহাম্মদ সাল্লাল্লাহু আলাইহি ওয়াসাল্লামকে দান করো বেহেশতের সর্বোচ্চ সম্মানিত স্থান এবং সুমহান মর্যাদা আর তাকে অধিষ্ঠিত করো শ্রেষ্ঠতম প্রশংসিত স্থানে যার প্রতিশ্রুতি তুমি তাকে দিয়েছো নিশ্চয়ই তুমি প্রতিশ্রুতির ব্যতিক্রম করো না
ধরে
leg byes. Ireland will take those. A bit fortuitous there. He tried to play the ball into the leg side, off the pads, and past the wicketkeeper for 4.
Yeah, certainly not where he meant the ball to go, but 4 runs is 4 runs, even if they're not going to his name. So the result is the same for Ireland.
William Porterfield, 11 100s, 11 centuries, 15 50s. Made his debut against Scotland in August 2006. To mention, he hasn't been in great nick. He only scored 42 runs in total in 5 ODIs against Afghanistan, and this one is caught brilliantly out on the boundary. And Porterfield doesn't make a century, but it's been a very good knock of 94. Those recent innings, 17 against England, 12 against the Windies, and 3 in the last match. But he's come back to form today, and that's a terrific knock and a very good catch in the deep.
That's William Porterfield, gone for 94. He'll be disappointed not to score a century, but a good score for him nonetheless. And he acknowledges the crowd. Very, very happy crowd.
2-3-3 for 3. The new batsman, Paul Sterling facing, batsman having crossed, and it's the wicket of William Porterfield.
Kev, there's one to come.
Yeah, it's the width that's done from here. A full toss, but he just had to reach for it, and he couldn't quite get enough power on the shot to send it over the boundary. And it's a very, very good catch in the deep. Big moment for William Porterfield, a very good score for the first time in 15 matches. Worked into the leg side by Kevin O'Brien. They'll look for 2 and they'll come back easily. That's very smart batting from Kevin O'Brien. Not a bad result for Ireland that they have him coming in.
45 overs gone, 236 for 3. Stage Ireland were 59 for 2. Partnership of 164 between Sterling and Porterfield has moved them on now to 236 for 3. Kevin O'Brien joining Paul Sterling in the middle. Sterling on 106. Make that 107 as he batted it straight past the bowler, who had no chance of cutting that off, and that is real stand and deliver stuff from Paul Sterling.
Yeah, certainly not the delivery Shakib wanted the ball, no doubt, and it's clubbed back.
Well, this one over the mid-wicket boundary has gone back into Mrs. O'Flaherty's house. That's a huge hit from Paul Sterling. 10 off the last 2 deliveries, and this is what Ireland need now as we reach the business end of their innings. Pumping shot from Paul Sterling. He's on to 116. It's in the air. straight down into the Colester end of the ground. And it's a 4 and 2 sixes and 16 off this over so far, and all going to Paul Sterling.
Yeah, very unusual to see this from Shakib. Usually very miserly. And he's just bowling too short here. And Paul Sterling says, yes, thank you. I'll have a bit more of that.
They're going to start running out of white balls, I think. Sterling really biffing them around the ground. He's joined, of course, by a big hitter there, Kevin O'Brien, the basher of Bangalore in 2011 and the maestro of Malahide from the test match last year. Ireland's maiden test match against Pakistan. And the umpire, Rowley Black, is putting a couple of balls into his pocket. He'll need them, I think, the way Sterling's batting at the moment.
Yeah, welcome sight for the Irish supporters here. Seeing Rowley Black putting a few spare balls in the pockets just in case.
The boundaries either end of the ground are the shortest part of this pitch. This ground is picturesque ground here on the north side of Dublin. That's going to be a wide.
Yeah, he's changed over the wicket, obviously deciding to push it across Paul Sterling, but not come out where he wanted it to again.
No slip in place for the bowler. Sterling whips it around the corner. There is a man down there, but he won't be able to cut that off. And another 4 to the Irish total. This is expensive, 21 so far, and only 4 deliveries, 4 legal deliveries, and Ireland past the 250 mark.
Yeah, Shakib usually looks like he's got the ball on a string, but he's just in all sorts of trouble here.
Well, there's a surprise, just a single. Brings Kevin O'Brien on strike. Yeah, Shakib in the last 2 games, 1 for 33 and 1 for 27 against the West Indies. He really was on the money. Sterling's batted them all around the ground in that this over. Gone for 22. Ireland determined to get towards that 300 mark. Around the wicket to Kevin O'Brien. Just be the single, I would suggest, to end that over. 23 runs coming from it. Ireland 259 for 3.
Yeah, he's placed a short step from Shakib here. Hit a few into the gardens, over the top, straight back over the bowler's head, and then swept one at the end for a boundary.
Beautiful sound. Cracking off the bat, that ball is in the air. There should be a man underneath that. In fact, there's 2 running to try and catch this, and in between it drops, and the captain running backwards can't pick it up. Sterling actually bent his head there thinking, oh, I'm out here, but he gets away with it.
Yeah, when your luck is in, your luck is in. That's the 3rd time that he's put it in the air. This time it didn't fall to hand, but they did come back for 2, and he's on strike again. Disappointment for the bowler.
Sterling was convinced he was out there. There was 2 men in the deep. But it went straight through the middle of them. Closest one was the captain, Mortaza, and he couldn't collect it. Sterling on to 129.
I think he knew where that had gone there, Paul Sterling. But that he meant to hit that into the leg side and somehow contrived to get it to point. Nonetheless, he's still in, and he's down the other end.
77 against Canada is his top score. This is his 2nd highest. highest now. Yes, test playing nation, Bangladesh. Well, his luck at times, Paul Sterling, but he's still out there trying to carry his bat to the end. That ball is in the air. Iqbal is going to try and get underneath it from Kevin O'Brien and takes the easy running catch. That's the end of Kevin O'Brien. Just trying to push the score on. Ireland lose their fourth wicket at 263.
Yeah, well, he missed out earlier on in the over. A wicket, this ball, the prize wicket of Kevin O'Brien. He's just come under the ball a little bit. Tamim's run in and assuredly taken the catch.
Ireland lose their fourth, 263. Markader, next to Warwickshire, the 23-year-old, in his fourth ODI. Reckoned to be the future of Ireland T20 cricket. Markader made a very good 32 off 30 in debut against England. That's a wide.
This one.
And this is the wicket again.
Yeah, he's given himself room there, Kevin O'Brien, and then just actually he's gone too far to the leg side, taking the ball on the toe. Easy catch for Tommy coming in from long on.
Yes, catching practice really for a player of his ability, the Bangladesh opener. Made it look very easily. Caught. Oh, that's unusual. Jade, as he ran up to bowl that, let go of it far too early. What's this again? Ball slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, I think he might have just hit his hand off his thigh. That's something that usually happens when you start. When you start playing cricket.
Sterling likes the look of that. Is there a man underneath to catch it? Yes, there is. Paul Sterling doesn't carry his bat to the end, but it's a wonderful 130 from Sterling off 140 deliveries. Jaya gets his fourth wicket, and Ireland lose a fifth.
Yeah, very well bowled, slower ball, forcing Paul Sterling to hit into the longer side of the boundary. Another catch. I can't believe it.
264 for 5.
To come, Mark. That is.
Markader, first run. Gary Wilson is the new batsman joining him after the dismissal of Paul Sterling. End of 47, 265 for 5. midfield. Sterling perished in the previous over. Change of bowling now. Ahmed Saifuddin's back on with 3 overs to be bowled. Ireland on 265 for 4. Markader crashes that one away. And it's a 6. He batted well against England. Made 32 of 30. And he is a big hitter, Markader.
Yeah, he hit that with such ease. It was as if to say, don't bowl there. Crunched it wide over long on and just watched it sail over the boundary.
Sit down the ground. There's 2 down there. Oh, misfield. He'll come back for a second. They'll take that. Now this is the wicket of Paul Sterling. Went for 130. Tried to whip one round the corner, but Linton Das was down there. Took a terrific catch on the boundary. Just going down on his knees and cushioning the ball. And delight for Giant. That's his 4th wicket. Well dug out by Adair.
Yeah, not a surprise to see a change of bowling. That was Shakib Al Hassan's most expensive ODI over ever, 23 runs.
Yeah, Sterling made him look ordinary out there, didn't he? Consider he took 1 for 33 and 1 for 27 off 10 overs each against the Windies. Shows you how powerful Sterling was in that 130. Gary Wilson faces his first ball and immediately off the mark.
Yeah, lucky that he bowled that full toss to Gary Wilson, not Markader, whom no doubt would have played a slightly more attacking shot, the form that he's in.
Plays for Northern Knights in the Interprovincial Series and also part of the Ireland Wolves team. Played in Sri Lanka. Sporting family. His father was a goalkeeper at decent level. His brother plays rugby and also played Irish cricket at underage level or age group level. Made 25 against the West Indies in game 2. Bowling figures wasn't particularly good in that game, not for 57. Certainly one of the future of Irish cricket is the 23-year-old Adair. Gary Wilson, much more experienced, the 33-year-old from Dundonald. Ex of Derbyshire, ex of Surrey. His 103rd ODI today. Adair's calling him through. We're going to play a bit of football here, but the bowler misses the stumps. It ends the 48th. And Ireland have advanced their score to 2-7-7 for 5. For Abajayat, taking his first ODI wickets. He's got 4 of them now. Wilson might come back for a second here. Adair calls him through. That's good running and good batting indeed. Put soft hands on the ball. Iqbal had to run an awful long way in. This is the last ball of the last over. Quick run, bit of football. He missed the stumps from no more than a foot or 2. But I think Adair was safely home. 21 needed to get to 300. Be a big psychological mark from Ireland if they can do it. Wilson cuts that one away. That's a lovely shot from Wilson. Backward of point. And picks up 4.
Beautifully played by Wilson. It's not all about bish, bash, bosh in the last 2 overs. Bit of touch from Gary Wilson. He just places that beautifully between the 2 fielders.
amount in the overall scheme of things. A good psychological barrier to get past 300 on this wicket. Ireland's point of view, give their bowlers something to work with. 283 for 5. Wilson still facing. Does well again. Paddles that round the corner. He's good at sweep shots and up on his toes onto that leg side. Down towards 5-leg boundary and another 4.
Yeah, that previous shot just made the bowler bowl straighter, which is exactly what Wilson wanted. Fine leg up in the ring, and it's just sailed over his head for...
To come, Judge.
New batsman George Dockrell. 86 ODI today. Turned himself to more of an all-rounder these days after being considered perhaps just purely a spin bowler. Last wicket, Gary Wilson on for 12. Fire 12-2. I won't mind that. He's hit a couple of 4s. Immediately Dockrell off the mark, getting it straight down the ground. They should come back for the second one here. Iqbal cuts that off, prevents the boundary. And we say congratulations to Abijayed, 5-for.
Yeah, just his second ODI here, Abijayed, and a 5-for a Michelle, John.
You're going to have to explain. Down the track, get a single over the bowler's head. Now Adair is there. 4 balls to be bowled, 9 runs needed to get to that 300. Adair, as we've seen already, is a big hitter.
Now Seiferden's field, he's a third man and fine leg up, so that basically indicates to the batsman that he's bowling full. So it might be good for Adair to do something funky, maybe get down on one knee.
Exactly what he tried to do. Proposed a shot, didn't hit it.
Not quite what I meant. I kind of thought maybe over his head, but still a good option. He's just moved his line well there. Probably thought that Adair was going to try something different, and he's just one step ahead of the batsman at the moment. So
291 for 6, 3 balls to be delivered. Ireland's run rate 5.88. Mark Adair facing. Seiferden bowling. Down the hill he comes. And he bowls it. And he's just tried to force the shot there, Mark Adair, but that's good bowling from Seiferden, and he celebrates, and why not? Clever stuff, as you say. And they only conceded the 1 run in this, the final over. Adair perishes on 11.
difficult to hit. And he's gone so deep in his crease that he's in fact hit his own wicket, so that might be why Saifuddin looks like...
To be delivered. Barry McCarthy, the one change in the Irish team today. Out goes Tim Murty. With a tight hamstring, in comes Leinster Lightning's Barry McCarthy, the 26-year-old. More notice as a bowler. Market there was the last man out, and he hit his own stumps, standing way back in his crease. You can see he whipped off the bails, and the bowler celebrates. But you've got to give credit to the bowler, as he's done him a couple of times in that particular over and tried something different, as you say, something a little unconventional, stepping back in the end. Took the bails off with his own bat.
That was more what I was looking for from it there. Trying to go over, fine leg, over the wicketkeeper, but Barry McCarthy couldn't quite get hold of the ball. It was a pert ball for it, in fact, full toss, but difficult to execute on your first delivery. So it's been an over of Yorkers, or attempted Yorkers. Very good behind the stumps there to save the boundary.
Last ball then of the Ireland innings, having won the toss, deciding to put themselves into bat, and it's a wicket, second one in the over, as George Dockrell tries to force that into the leg side, and Ireland end up slightly disappointed to be 8 runs short of the 300 mark, but 292 for 8. The last wicket there, bowled around his legs, George Dockrell, and Ireland's innings ends with Bangladesh now winning, or looking for, 293 for victory. Good effort in the field by Bangladesh towards the end of the innings. Ireland at one stage were 59 for 2, and then a 164 third wicket stand between Sterling and Porterfield laid the basis for that total, and in the end the likes of O'Brien, Adair and Wilson.
Yes, 50 over 93 target.
All parts of the